JD Jr., my guys, what is up? It's been way too long. My fellows, how's it going down there in Oregon? What's going on, fellas?
We had that holiday break. Appreciate it. Got rejuvenated. Ready to get back at it. JD, how we feeling?
Man, I just want a quick moment of silence for my mother-in-law passed this last week, and today's her birthday. And so this show is dedicated to my mother-in-law being her birthday. And we miss you, Linda.
Yes, sir. Well, R.I.P. Linda. We're currently recording during the final minutes of the national championship, the Natty, which honestly, I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but Cliff Harris should have copyrighted that because ESPN, everybody's calling it the Natty now in all these promo videos. But anyway, Washington is not doing the Pac-12 any favors, making us look soft. And it looks like Michigan's going to close this one out handily. Guys, what's your take on the game?
Mike Penix. That's all what it is. Mike Penix. I mean, they can't win unless he plays at least well. I mean, and borderline spectacular.
Well,
right. He can't play.
I hope so.
He can't play bad and them overcome it. They don't have the defense to do it, and he just played bad. He chose the worst time to play his worst game.
Absolutely.
Or was it Michigan playing good D? JD, what you think?
It's a little bit of both. We know Michigan is a stout defensive team, but how stout are they when they gave up 52 points last year? So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that Michael Penix needed to play like the quarterback from TCU last year, and they would have won the game. And instead, he played like the other kid from Alabama. Not too good.
Yeah. Well, a lot of this is a stage for a lot of these fellows to propel their professional career in the National League. And switching over to professionals, the playoffs are here. Playoffs?
Wow.
What do you guys think? We got the super wild card weekend coming up here. The Ravens and the Niners are going to be sitting at home, resting, recovering. What do you guys? What's your take? Let's just do the rundown. Browns versus Texans. Who do you got, Junior?
You know what? Gitano inspired me. I'm riding the CJ Stroud bandwagon right now, and he looks like he's got the juice. He looks like he's got the juice. Gitano, you got me over to your side. What do you think?
He's a ball player, man, and he said this on the Pat McAfee show. Winners win. I won in high school. I won in college. He's like, I played in big games in college and lost them and won them, but I played in them. So coming here, he's like, I got less responsibilities than I did at Ohio State than I do here. So the man is playing out of his mind. First rookie quarterback to ever lead the NFL in touchdown to interception ratio. That's a pretty good stat. And he threw those interceptions in 4 games. So CJ Stroud is him. So Texans.
Okay. I see what you're doing there, and you're drinking a lot of Kool-Aid. You can set all the records you want, but the Browns are kind of that team this year. How many quarterbacks have they lost? How many players have they lost? And they still keep winning games and just gutting them out with their defense. And Joe Flacco has got the juice right now. So I'm sorry, boys, but I like you taking that pick because that makes me the only man right on this game picking the Browns. Next up, Dolphins Chiefs.
You go first, Chris.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take the Chiefs, man. The Dolphins, I don't know if you guys heard Stephen A. Smith's rant on them last week, but he was kind of right. I'm sick and tired of hearing of the Dolphins, man. Maybe it's because they're on Hard Knocks and it's the first time they're doing Hard Knocks in season. Maybe it's because of McDaniels or Tua, and it's definitely largely in part because of Tyreek Hill. But and their 70-point game. They're not that nice. And they've been getting exposed. They've lost so many players on defense. And it's the Chiefs. This is what they've been waiting for however many months to play in the playoffs. Fuck these little regular season games. It's time to play. So, yeah, Chiefs hands down. Jatan.
I mean, yeah, I gotta go. Oh, sorry, man. I'm jumping in. I gotta go. I gotta go Chiefs. No faith in the Dolphins. I have been on record on this cast talking about the 49ers being kind of a smoke screen. But the Dolphins are really that, man. They use Tyreek Hill. Yeah, he's fast, but they use very specific like setups, and if you throw Tua off of his spot, he has a hard time going to his like third receiver, and so I just I think they're too easy to shut down at this point.
They got them figured out.
I think so.
I think that the Chiefs will win. I believe in what you're saying, Chris. It's like LeBron, Kobe, Michael. All right, let's get to this regular season so we can go on this playoff run. And this is going to be the first playoff run for Patrick Mahomes that he's going to probably have to play a road playoff game. I know this one is at home, but if they win this one, they will probably have to go on the road. And we'll see if Patrick Mahomes is made of what he talks about, that cut from the different cloth, that chinchilla. You feel me? So Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right like that. We're gonna go next up. Steelers, Bills. Gitano, right back at you.
This is easy. Bills. They got the quarterback.
Oh, that's just that simple. I just got the quarterback. No, I'm not. I'm not doubting. I'm not doubting Mike Tomlin and the Steelers right now. The Bills have shown that they can just get shut down, regardless of the quarterback, regardless of weapons. They've put up a couple offensive duds, and I understand they fired the coordinator, and so but like they have put up some really bad offensive performances, and the Steelers will bring that out of you. And so I'm gonna bet on Tomlin and the Steelers to shut down the offense and get on to the second round.
Okay, with that bold prediction, give me a score, Jim.
Oh, it's a 10-17 type of game.
Okay,
man.
Okay, sub-20s. And I'm gonna go with the Bills. I mean, it's the popular pick, but it's also the right pick because this is also what they've been waiting for. They had high expectations coming into the season, and as bad as it is, like as messed up as it is to say, like they were distracted by the Hamlin stuff at the first half of the year and all the attention of him coming back and the feel-good stories, and
wow,
they couldn't
didn't
just
think
play
about
football.
That. True.
So they started to gear up second half of the year. Josh Allen looked nice last night. He carried that team. So Gitano, good point. They got the quarterback. I'm going Bills. Packers, Cowboys. I'm going to run it back. I'm going Cowboys. And it's an over. I mean, the Cowboys are, Dak is a different player this year. He seems free without, having to worry about the run game. He feels like it seems like he's a different leader. Where it's all on his shoulders, and in years past where it's been like him and Zeke, it's like him, he's the guy. And I think that gives you a little longer leash mentally on yourself, where it's not like, dude, I got the superstar behind me, and if I'm not pulling my weight, we got to start feeding him. So it just seems he's in a different mental space, and the Packers snuck in there. It should be the Seahawks.
I mean, well, yeah, we should have started by kind of mourning the Seahawks not making it for you, Chris. So sorry about
R.I.P.
But it's going to be hard to pick the Packers here, right? I mean, they are having a late season surge. Jordan Love has really progressed as a quarterback in the second half of the season. Is he a franchise dude for sure, like locked in yet? Some might say yeah, but I need to see a little more from him. I'll tell you what would go a long way in helping me see more is him coming out and stunning the world, because it's not like the Cowboys can't just lay an egg.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened before in the play. Like they,
Bro.
Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Tony Romo.
Yeah, man.
Dude could not play in the playoffs. So it's happened in that franchise. Gitano, I think you got something to say.
Cowboys next.
All right,
man.
Rant.
This is an interesting matchup because you got
It really
Mr.
is.
Detroit. You got Mr.
This
Detroit
might be the most
coming back.
interesting matchup of the week.
And I think that this is a coin flip because, hey, Goffin could be goofing. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. And it's in a dome. So it's not like it's out in Lambeau Field or Soldier Field. It's in a dome. So guess what, Matthew Stafford? He's right at home. So I believe it's the Rams. Detroit's going to learn from this and be like, all right, we should have been the number 2 seed, but we caught a case of fuck around and find out. You let Detroit and Minnesota steal wins from you.
June.
So I'm gonna start by saying I think the Lions are actually the better team in this matchup.
Yeah, I think everyone agrees on that. But who's going to win?
But Rams are gonna win this game, and it's gonna be the Matthew Stafford revenge game, and he's gonna light them up, and they're gonna win this game, and we're gonna all talk about how the Lions might just be one year away.
Yeah, 1 year away. Could have said it better.
Hey, I could not agree more. The Lions are the better team. But I think the Rams are going to win solely because they're kind of on a hot streak right now. They snuck into the playoffs. They're playing well, and the Matthew Stafford revenge game factor. Eagles Bucks. I'm going to take that first. I'm going to go Bucks because I think that's our upset for the weekend. That's the Eagles. They've been deteriorating, and I think they can implode. They may gear up. They may be in that same boat of we've been waiting all season for the playoffs. Just get us to the playoffs. And, they had that hot start and then a lull. And it's hard to, really care about the regular season all the way through. So maybe they just, burned up their regular season juice early, and now they're going to dive back in the postseason. But I'm picking the Bucks. You got to pick an upset. I got the Bucks. June.
I just can't pick Baker Mayfield over Jalen Hurts, and I'm going to say that with Chris. I actually agree with everything you said there. I refuse to believe that Jalen Hurts is going to let Baker Mayfield beat him in the playoffs, and I just maybe that's just me hoping and wanting it not to be true so much that I got to roll with the Eagles. But as Gitano said, they got the quarterback. I'm gonna roll with them.
Racist.
I said the quarterback.
JD, bring us home. The last opinion on the last game we're talking about. Eagles Bucks. Give me something insightful.
Well, they played the last 3 years or 2-3 years in the playoffs, bro. They've all been down there in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? And they played the last couple years in playoffs is what I'm saying. And it's hard for me to say Baker Mayfield, but sometimes teams like this right here with Philly, they were 10-1 at one point. They are the toast of the town. They are the contender. Oh my, how the mighty have fallen all the way down to a pretender real quick. And I think the Heisman Trophy winner is going to do something different. He's going to feel hot or warm, whatever he says.
Which Heisman Trophy winner are you talking about?
Well, Jalen Hurts didn't win one.
Oh,
so,
he didn't?
I mean, no.
Oh, shit. Let's go, Bake.
So it's Baker Mayfield. Yeah, Devontae Smith from the Eagles did, but I'm talking about the quarterbacks. And whatever Baker's saying is, I think, you know what I'm saying? He going to wake up and do that whatever day they play. They play Monday night. The Bucks and Eagles play Monday night on a Monday. Like, what? It's pretty lit, but it's pretty wild. Think about that. Monday night on the playoffs.
I think that works against the Eagles because mentally they're coming off of that 10-1 start and then just tanking the last few months, like the last month, and having to wait and think about it and wait and think about it. Where the Bucks are just like, let's go, we're underdogs, nothing to lose. I think that it has to play in the Bucks' favor, in my opinion.
I would say though, neither team was playing like lights out going into the playoffs. They both kind of backed into the playoffs, man. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Tampa Bay was 5-1 their last 6 games.
But I'm talking about their last 2 weeks. They lost and then they won 9-0. I'm sorry, man. That's not
okay.
And no one talked about the Bucks and the playoffs at all year until the last 2 weeks because they had because they could have made it. So anyway, let's fast forward till the first week of February, Las Vegas. What 2 teams are going to be there, JD?
Well, the 49ers have a 60% chance, and the Ravens have a 54% chance. I didn't do enough. Well, no, I'm not doing the odds because they say in that the field is only a 40% chance, but I don't know. I know mathematics, but I know football, and the number 1 seeds both don't go to the championship. I should have looked that up on how many times that has happened, but not both number 1 seeds are going to go. Now, the coin flip is which one doesn't, because I bet one of them does. I just don't know which one yet. All right, give me some numbers, Chris.
That was good timing. The last time that happened was 2017, Eagles-Pats.
Exactly. So it doesn't happen all the time.
It's been 6 years. Yeah. No. Okay. June, who you got there in Vegas? For the
so I don't know yet. Can I wait, or do you need to know right now?
No. Actually, fuck that. My bad. We almost let you off the hook. No, give us your picks, man. Fuck is this?
All right. I gotta go Chiefs 49ers.
okay.
Okay, June.
Okay. Well, I do think this is the year that number 1 seeds can make it. And can I go selfish in the fact, like, don't we kind of want to see that Baltimore San Francisco game? That seems like a fun Super Bowl. I mean, that seems like a really good matchup. And they both got good defense, but they both have solid offenses, so it shouldn't be one of those 10-3 Super Bowls or whatever going into the fourth quarter. They're both going to score a little bit of points if that happens. So I'm going to roll with the number 1 seeds. To hell with history. I think this is the year where the number 1s go.
Ditto. Next topic. Winners and losers on the season. I feel like we have talked about the winners. I mean, we've kind of talked about the teams in the playoffs. We think is going to win the first week. Who's going to be there at the end? Let's talk losers. Who disappointed, and other than the Raiders. Let's just talk about the Raiders. Hey, we'll give you your Raiders rant. Okay, the new segment. Raiders rant. I'm gonna just chill. You got 2 minutes. Talk to each other.
Well, JD, I went from being lightweight depressed, 6 weeks into the season, to feeling at least okay about how it ended up. I like the heart, the fight that they showed the last 8 weeks, 9 weeks of the season. I think there's a chance they can be an improved team next year if some things fall into place. What's your assessment, man?
Well, I got 2 things. Shame on the Las Vegas Raiders for not sending 2 fucking first-round picks and $200 million to Baltimore to get the NFL MVP. All right? God damn it, Junior. We could have had him for 2 picks and 200 guaranteed mil and 2 strippers. All right?
It's speculation, but if they didn't try, which reports are they didn't, shame on them.
That's all I'm saying, Junior. Shame on them, because Lamar Jackson just showed his ass in the NFL, and the Baltimore Ravens are reaping the reward of him doing so.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, if we got Lamar Jackson, he probably he probably plays well enough for Josh McDaniels to keep the job, which then just leaves us kind of in mediocrity for as long as he was there too. So sometimes you need big change. To go from the bottom to the top.
I'm just saying that we could have had Lamar Jackson, the best quarterback in the NFL, for 2 first-round picks and a couple strippers. Let's keep it a buck, all right? Wow. And we got that
1 minute left.
I feel it.
Real quick. What everybody wants to know: do we keep the coach? Yes or no? Junior, go. Ooh, that's a bar.
That's a bar, bro. He rallied the troops. He got them motivated. Everybody wants to play for him. They look good. Like I already mentioned, they play hard. They look like they want it. They're hungry. It's hard to go against that. I don't love some of his conservative offensive philosophy that he displayed in the season, but it's hard to take those small sample sizes and say, oh, that's what he would do permanently with a better quarterback, with a better, more confident in his offense. Like, how does he look then? I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about the conservative offensive mindset, but overall, I think he's done enough to earn the job.
Well, this may surprise you that I don't want him as our coach for what you just said. I didn't like some of the in-game management. I don't care if you were the interim coach or not, all right? I don't like us losing to the tattooed white boy when we played Chicago. That left a bad taste in my mouth.
Why it gotta be the tattooed white boy, dude?
He was good. I don't know.
You talking about Max Crosby right now, man? Come on, man.
The little dude from Chicago. All right, can we restart? Can I redo that? I don't remember his name, but we lost to them.
His name was Tyson Bagent. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah. He was cool. His dad's the arm wrestler, all right? His dad's undefeated, all right? I'm just saying, it left the sour taste in my mouth that we go to Chicago and we lose that way.
Yeah, that was sad. Sad day.
And then we lose at home 3-0.
That's sad. That was a devastating day.
Right?
In fact.
So, Junior, for that reason,
the lows don't make up for the high of setting the single Raiders scoring record in a game. I mean, that's tough.
Okay. Speaking of teams that didn't do well, Black Friday, which I would like to rebrand.
Black Monday.
Black Monday and Black Friday.
Yes.
But Black Monday, I would like to rebrand on behalf of the culture to Red Monday because blood is red. Y'all ever seen Game of Thrones? It's called the Red Wedding, not the Black Wedding. If it's death, let's use red. Why you gotta throw race into it? Red Monday. Who's losing their job? Is Bill Belichick gonna move? Junior looks more ready than JD.
I was hanging on that Bill Belichick line you were saying, and that's the one I wanted to talk about first. Didn't get the news out as of recording of this podcast. News about Belichick's future is not out. Reports are that it's all but done. Reports are also saying that he is open to changes within whether his coaching staff or to personnel power, which leads me to believe that Bill realizes that the end is nigh here, and it's going to be real difficult for him to hang on to this job. I think it's time for the Patriot way to retire with Bill Belichick. Though people are saying he's not going to retire, but he's not going to be in New England next year. I'm going to call that right now. JD, who you got?
Where's he going, dog? Everyone knows that. Where's he going though? Give me a take. Don't give me an RSS feed from ESPN. What's Junior's opinion? Who's he coaching next year?
Can I just tell you that
he coaching?
I pray that he is not coaching the Raiders. Can I just go there? I think Bill is washed, man. I think he's washed. I'm sorry, but look, I can see him go to the command. Okay, I'm gonna give you a pick. I think the Commanders would actually be a place where he could go to and actually succeed, though.
That's my take too. So, JD, what's your take on Belichick and just Red Monday?
I'm going to be real quick. Belichick, he's the one that forced out the chosen one. You know what I mean? He wanted Jimmy Garoppolo. All right. It's been on record. All right, he didn't want Tom anymore. He wanted the young, you know what I'm saying, Italian stallion Jimmy G, you know, and Robert said no. We're gonna go win some more chips with old Tom, and that's what happened. And let's just call a spade a spade. All right, Bill Belichick is a great coach. He's done it in multiple places, but Tom Brady, yeah. He's the difference maker. So let's see if Bill can do something somewhere else.
I think Bill was trying to. I think his ego is a lot bigger than. He's got NBA referee ego. You know what I mean? He's got Joey Crawford ego. Like he wanted to show that he could win without Tom Brady. And that motherfucker did a 180 and dropped a deuce on his head. Like, that did not go as planned. He's not the GOAT. Tom Brady's the GOAT. I think what Belichick got good at was grinding in the film room and putting in hours and looking for things manually that other people couldn't see. Now there's a paradigm shift, and there's so much AI and there's so much technology that manual will to win and that extra elbow grease that you give as a human, it's like, dog, I could have just boop, 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 boop.
He lost his edge.
6 hours.
He lost his edge.
He didn't adapt, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like he was above everyone else when it was man versus man. Now it's man versus machine, and ain't gonna win that one. That's
no, and no, that's a good take, Chris. And going forward, you know, Red Monday, you know, with the Raiders, you know, being that he just won the national championship, are we going to go after Mr. Harbaugh?
That's what everybody's saying. I mean? People are saying it's a two-horse race, Harbaugh or Pierce.
You know, like, let's make it full circle. I want him. That's why no offense to Antonio Pierce, but I know what Harbaugh does to a program. They win.
And then he gets forced out by the owner, though. So, I mean, I guess, you know, I mean, we'll see.
Junior, we need a win. All right. What, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
next.
Hey, I don't want to talk draft. Let's save the draft for another episode. Let's go to NBA, man. We're about halfway there. We're creeping up on the All-Star break, which is past that halfway mark. Let's go contenders and pretenders of the association. We have some wild stuff going on with the rankings. If you happen to refresh your browser, the Minnesota Timberwolves are number one in the West. I'm going to start this off with my pretenders in the West, and Minnesota is atop that list. Minnesota is a pretender. Oklahoma City is a pretender, the one and the two. And then I also think the Kings are pretenders at this point. You know, call me old school, call me get off my lawn, but
get off my lawn.
The Warriors are always going to be better than the Kings as long as Steph Curry and Steve Kerr are there. So I don't care what the standings say, because in April the contenders are going to come out. So my pretenders in the West. Minnesota, Oklahoma City, and Sacramento. And then my contenders at this point right now are the Denver Nuggets and the LA Clippers. I think the Clippers, they've been trying since they got Paul George and Kawhi to put something together. Westbrook wasn't it. Harden puts them over the top. The NBA rule about not being able to load manage puts them over the top because Kawhi has to fucking play now. And I think they have bigs, they have defense, they have length, they have shooting, they have depth. I like the Clippers a lot. And then I'm also going to slide the Warriors into a contender just because they're the Warriors. JD, what's your Western Conference contender pretender list?
Man, I can't wait to see where the Lakers fall into this.
Hey, this really does
mention that. We don't know.
Hey, listen. Hey, the pretenders are Denver and the Lakers. As long as you got the king, you are a contender, okay? Put some respect on his name, all right? But we know it's Denver.
Hold on, real quick.
Hold
JD,
on, let me finish. Let me just
We're
finish,
talking the
and I'll let you
NBA
go.
playoffs. I just want to make sure you know we're talking about the NBA playoffs, not the in-season tournament.
Listen, again, put some respect on his name, all right? Put some respect on the Kang's name, all right? He wins playoff series, all right, when he's not supposed to. So it's not necessarily a LeBron or the Laker default, but LeBron is the system. So when he's on the team, they're a contender. If they're a 7 seed or an 8 seed, it don't matter because we got to play these games back to back to back to back to back to back for a week, no matter if it's at your crib or at my crib. And we're going to figure out who's the better team. So I don't think it really matters. And that's where LeBron's at. And that's where I'm going to say, as long as he's on the team, they're a contender. But the real contender is Denver. The pretender is all those teams you named. Clippers, Minnesota, OKC.
I said Clippers were contenders. Clippers are contenders.
Their name is the Clippers, and they got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, so they don't know how to be seen. They go on vacation in April, okay?
He didn't hear anything I just said. I just said.
Yeah, but you know he can't give Clips love, though. You know he can't.
That's true. That's just a biased take. That's fair.
Thank you.
Hey, JD, real quick.
Come on, Chris. Come on.
Hey, JD, while I have you, bro, is that a band behind you? You got a band? You got a rack behind you, bro?
Yeah, we keep, you know what I'm saying? We keep some money. You know what I'm saying? We keep some money.
I just now noticed that. Hey, JD, while this dude's doing a wardrobe malfunction, Junior, who do you got for the West Coast, Western Conference?
He said
contender, pretender.
Oh, he said he wanted to see some more money.
I'm going to start.
He just wanted to see some more money. Let me just put that back in. My bad.
He thought we were in a 50 Cent video.
Yeah, he said he wanted to see a little bit of money real quick.
I'm going to go the other way, Chris. I'm going to say this is the year that the Timberwolves are contenders. And this is why I say that.
Because you love Rudy?
Because Katt finally realized that he's not the dude. And that Anthony Edwards is the dude. And that has changed things. When I watched them play a few times this year, and they look a little bit different in that, Katt just seems to be filling a role instead of just trying to be that guy so much. He's still averaging almost 22 points a game, but the real story is the ascension of Edwards. Dude is...
Yeah.
He is.
He is, really, man. I just don't... You want to know why I don't like him? Y'all ever see that movie with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
He's an NBA scout.
He did a good job of being a punk, though. It was a good job.
I know, but that makes me think that's how he is. And
man.
He's too good of an actor unless that's how he really is.
He was good.
JD, you clearly haven't seen it, bro. You got to watch it. I forget what it's called.
What do you mean? Mike James is in it, bro. That movie is good. He's the coach. What you talking about? Mike James is in the movie. Mike James in it? Yeah, when he's playing hoop with Edwards. Yeah, watch it. You should do. Yeah, you should watch it.
I only watched it like once, maybe twice though. I think I watched it twice. It was a good movie.
I watched it on my own, and then I told KJ we should watch it, and I watched it.
I like old boy. He's a good actor. You know what I'm saying? Running the mill, keeping it old school.
Yeah, no, he did. And what's
Herman Gomez?
Yeah. The thing is, he put Edwards on in the movie. Like Edwards wasn't even supposed to be in the movie, and he was like, "Hey, they got this role and be in this movie. Like, you want to like be in this part." And then and
Herman
they were on
Gomez
board
did, or Adam Sandler did?
Yeah, Gomez did. Man, he put Edwards on for that movie.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
that's lit. Okay, but hold on.
It made Herman Gomez look like a baller. Anyway, JD, my fault.
Hold on.
You or Junior, my fault.
Yeah, no, I just I'll give you the one contender. I do think that the Timberwolves are it, and I feel like, man, I would say pretender is the Phoenix Suns, but they don't even get to contender status until they can play some games healthy together at all. I mean, they are not contenders.
They're like the Lakers. They're not even worth a pick right now.
They're not. And Chris, I'm going to say the Golden State Warriors, the Magic is as much as I don't want to say that, they are the pretenders. Things could change. If Draymond comes back, they hit a hot streak, things could change. I'll give you that. But I don't see it.
We'll hit the Draymond influence here shortly. I can see where you're going with that, and I don't disagree. But I like the debate. Junior, give me your Eastern Conference contend pretend.
So Eastern Conference, who do I have
pulling
up
up
here?
The stats.
Yeah, it's just
while you do some.
No, it's going to be boring though. It's going to be boring because it's got to be Boston Celtics as the contenders. I don't really like anyone else.
Where's Milwaukee?
They're number 2, but they almost lost to the Spurs.
Pretender.
They almost lost to the Spurs a few days ago.
But that was the Spurs Super Bowl. You know,
yeah,
that was national TV. There was no other games on at the same time. Everyone's watching. You Wemby versus Giannis. You know.
So the Celtics default contenders. I don't think that's debatable. Miami Heat. I want to say are pretenders this year. I picked them at the beginning when we did the preseason. I picked them to be a top seed or top 2 or 3 in the West. I think, and I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. I think that they kind of maxed out what they're gonna be, and they're not making it to the finals again. There's no way. I don't see it.
I also think I think you haven't seen them play. I think the Heat are contenders, man. I'm gonna jump in, JD.
Hold on, I just want to say I have watched a little bit because my man Jaime Hawkins is on there. I want Jaime to win Rookie of the Year if it wasn't Vic's, But anyway, so
that means you saw them beat the Lakers the other day, right?
Well, that doesn't mean much, though.
Hey, that's the in-season tournament champions you're talking about. Put some respect on their name. Hey,
tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong, Chris.
Yeah, JD, apologies, my man. I need to jump in while it's hot. I don't even want. Oh, Miami, they're a contender, bro. Like they've been there with just scraps from the table for years. As long as they have Spo and they have Hemi buckets, they are set. And they have Kyle Lowry, who cares how old he is? It is the mental approach to the game of a winner. Of like, been there, done that. This is nothing new. They added Jaime. Bam, I think, is going to be healthier in the playoffs than he has been before. He worked all offseason on his conditioning and his strength and being able to play longer in games and longer in the season. Duncan Robinson is actually playing well again. He hid for the last 2 years after having a great bubble. So I think Miami, and you add Jaime Hawkins in there, dog. Like, come on, he is able. He's the reason why Jimmy Buckets can rest. And Hero's healthy. I know he's kind of a mixed bag, but they're a contender as long as they have Spo and Butler. And then I also have Milwaukee and Boston in there as contenders because you can't just have one with the Celtics, bro. And they have Giannis. They have the best player on the planet. Dame will figure it out. I really think, like, we were texting the other day during the Spurs and Bucks game, and you guys were kind of riding Dame about not playing well and losing a step. And what did I say? Rope-a-dope, motherfucker. He's not only doing that in game. He's doing that for the season. He is waiting for the playoffs to kick it into gear. He's in 3rd gear right now. He's going to go to 4th and then 5th. He's trying to find his place on the team, not step on too many toes, still be a leader. That's a tough position to be in. And they're a contender, bro. Get off me. And then
I did accuse Dame of losing a half step, and he promptly came in and shut me the hell up. I'll give you that.
Chris.
Real quick, the East Coast, and then JD, I want to hear yours, bro. Because there's no Lakers in the East, so we'll have a real thing. But pretenders in the East, I have the Pacers. I think are pretenders because the Lakers exposed them, and then the Magic. The Magic have a really good record right now for Eastern standards. They're tied for 4th, but that's not going to last. JD.
Hold on, I want to support your statement before we kick it to JD. Halliburton just had a hamstring injury tonight, and we know how those hamstrings go. He's gonna miss at least, a couple weeks. So, that's gonna be tough
to come back.
That's gonna be tough for them to hold that momentum. But sorry, JD, what you got?
I mean, to piggyback off of that, I mean that's what kept Zion out of all last year basically was a hamstring, and we know what happened in New Orleans. I mean, okay, but we know what happened to New Orleans when Zion, you know what I'm saying, couldn't keep his shit in his pants. All right? But I like your three teams, Chris, because those are the last three teams that have played in the NBA Finals from the Eastern Conference. All right? And how many of those teams won the championship? That's Milwaukee. So obviously you got to put all three of those teams as the contender in the East. Right there. I'm not going to put Heat culture. I'm just going to put folks who know how to win. All right? Winners win. All right?
Yeah.
Jimmy Buckets wins. Eric Spoelstra
wins.
Okay? So they'll figure it out. They got Jaquez. I mean, my question is, if they don't play Denver, do they beat the other team, whoever comes out of the West? Would they beat the Lakers this time? Because,
they
Denver
can beat anybody but Denver.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, Miami this year you add, but you also lost Spruce and Vincent, and they had a solid, deep team. But Robinson's playing a lot better, and you get Tyler Hero to show up.
Healthy.
And Jaquez is better than Strauss. I mean, that dude is not playing like...
No, he's... Exactly. I agree. I'm just saying that their team, they had a team.
It changed. Yeah, it transformed a little bit. Their core is still there. But, yeah, some of the rotation.
And Lowry, Lowry is still a solid backup. So those are the three teams. The pretender is the big motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid's the pretender. And he's going to stay a pretender because he's the big motherfucker. And God bless his soul, but he's a pretender for all be.
But why?
You know what's different, though? Have you noticed the difference in his game this year?
Why is he a pretender?
Facilitator.
Yeah, but
why is he a pretender?
Yeah,
because he ain't done it yet. So until you do it.
Jokic was a pretender. Jokic was a pretender 3 years ago. Then, okay, so like, I mean, it's just, you're a pretender until you do it. I want to know, like, what about his game are you saying? Is just because he's injury prone or what?
No,
Junior's sticking up for the bigs.
All right, well, look. All right, let's count something about here. Shaq went to the Eastern Conference Finals, lost, then went to the NBA Finals. All right, he did that by himself in Orlando. Okay,
no, not by himself, dog. He had Penny Hardaway.
He had Penny. He had Nick Anderson.
Did you really? Come on now. Don't pull. We got receipts.
No. What I'm saying is that if he thinks he's him, if he thinks he's Shaq, he should be able to do it.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
So give him the chance to do it, person. But you're just, so that's your Laker bias take saying he ain't going to be Shaq, so I'm just going to say he's not going to make it.
You got rid of Doc Rivers. Like, was Doc really the problem?
Yeah, and James Harden. Look at Joel's production this year. His assist
he's done the same.
All right,
but listen, he's done the same. He with Mike Brown and Doc Rivers, he went the same. In the second round. That's it.
Well, at least Joel's game looks good. At least I'd rather watch him than Jokic. So, like, that's all I'm going to say.
Fuck yeah. Next. All right, JD. Was it okay? All right. We got a Rookie of the Year race going on. And no, it's not Poop Henderson and Wemby. It is Chet. Cut the Chet. And Victor Wembanyama. I like to think that Chet is better. Just because I like the underdog. I don't like to root for the front runner. But Wemby's way better. I mean, Wemby's hands down rookie. He's so good.
Yeah, Chris, you were messing with me on the pregame show. I was wondering, man, where that take was coming from.
I got you. No, he is like, if you put Scottie Pippen, Pete Maravich, and Sean Bradley into one player, that's him.
Hey, and look, I'm notably biased. Come on, look. I mean, damn, I got the poster literally behind me. So, like, I mean, probably probably can't even like listen to me on this topic. But Wemby just looks incredible. He makes a couple plays a game where you just watch and go, damn, that is not something I've seen. I'm not saying Chet's not out there balling. He's balling. He's not making these highlights that Wemby's making, and that's all I'll say. You know that he's not.
The only thing Chet has going for him over Wemby is that his team is winning really a lot of games, and Victor's team is not.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you put more talent around Wemby, and he's going to be even better because you want to talk about that facilitator role. Wemby's got dimes. Wemby is unselfish, and all that does is open things up.
He wants someone to pass to.
Yeah. All that does is open it more up for him when he's also the willing passer. People just can't key on him so much. So I do think it's Wemby's award, but I do want to talk about Scoot for a minute, man. But what you got on the Rookie of the Year race, Susano?
Well, everything you're saying is all flowers and roses, but it's the guy that looks like a shamrock. All right. Chet is the Rookie of the Year, and that's because what you said, Chris. His team is second in the Western Conference, and I think that they count for winning for something when you still got the numbers and your team has the number 2 seed.
But
this ain't the MVP, bro.
Yeah, but I agree with that take, but also he has a first-team All-NBA player on his team.
Well, his stats are devalued because he has so much help on his team. You think Wemby's getting open shots that Chet's getting? Stop.
Wemby wouldn't be putting out the same numbers.
You know what I want to say?
They wouldn't need that same volume of production.
I want to hear what you got to say about Popo.
Yeah, me too.
Look, before I do this, I need both of y'all to confess that y'all are just haters right now on him, and so just can we get that out of the way and just y'all just admit yes, we are.
I'm a hater, but also
we're Scoot haters.
Trash.
Okay,
but
so I can look at
trash. There's a reason.
I can look at this from an objective, point of view here. He has tools to be successful in the league. He has elite.
Which league?
He's got elite fast break ability.
In the Euro League? He's Mike James, bro. He's Mike James.
No, put some respect on Mike.
Mike James got a way wetter jumper. Man. Mike James is better than Scoot Henderson. Do a trade right now.
I understand vertically he's not the elite athlete that you might want to see from someone his height.
Yeah, and I knew that on the first highlight I saw. Like, cool, you barely rim graze a dunk.
But
Westbrook.
Speed, quickness, strength, he has those in abundance.
No, he has quickness and strength. He does not have speed. Like, the improvements that we've seen in the middle chunk of the season, from when he was trash to when he was a little bit greater than trash, but still not respectable. His change of pace. He's adapted to the pace of the NBA, which is much faster than whatever fucking league he played in before. But it's the change of pace and being able to know what move is going to put somebody back on their heels, what move is going to make them come up, and how to time it right. So he's able to apply his natural athleticism more cerebrally, I guess, or maybe it's muscle memory. But it's showing he can play at the pace of the NBA a little bit better, where at first he was just trying to be more athletic, and he was not.
Right. Well, but you say he doesn't have speed. He's got speed with the ball in the open court. He does. I've watched it.
That's quickness.
Okay, let's debate speed versus quick. I'm just saying he gets the ball in the open court. He's going to be a really dynamic player in the league for a long time. He is.
I mean, and below the rim,
he seems to have willingness to play defense. And he's got tools. He's got tools to be able to succeed, but that takes a little longer in the NBA to pick up. Defense in the NBA.
Give him one more month.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be as down at this. The first 20 games or whatever. Like, man, I'm with y'all. Like, it's like, dang, this is hard. I'm not as down. I wouldn't be as down if I was a diehard Blazers fan. Is all I'm saying. I don't think he's earned a little more.
But it's always going to come with the strong bias of he's the guy that we invested. We pushed our chips in to go younger and trade Dame, and he's always going to have that brand on him and that stench on him. So
nah, bro, you gotta
bring in.
No, you gotta bifurcate.
Unless you can bring in. No, dude. He is. I will never let that go, bro. And his personality and his ego is the 100%. Like, it's the complete other end of the spectrum from Dame, who was like the humble god. Like,
but stop comparing him though.
But that's what it's gonna be. We went young and went with him and trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't not. I can personally not do it, but like, that's, if you look at it from a 20,000 foot view, that's what happened. You went younger. You got rid of a franchise player, the best player in Blazers history, and you picked this bum. Give me one of the twins instead.
Hey, Chris, quick question for you real quick. Next, I don't got much to say, but being that Scoot was traded for Dame, do you know who LeBron was really traded for when he left the Lakers? Do you know who Cleveland got out of that pick?
Not off the top of my head.
Colin Sexton. So think about that.
But that was a lot. I mean, that's different because
how is it different when? Hey,
I have to go back in time. This was when LeBron after his second stint in Cleveland, going to LA.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's recent. So
I didn't even remember that was a trade.
Yeah.
That was a sign.
Yeah, I thought was a signing. Oh, it was a sign and trade.
Well, but whatever it may be, just like what Shaq was, like players that get traded, you always remember the players when the players that you like get traded. And Scoot is that guy for you. And
Scoot is that guy for the Blazers, but like nobody knew like what you just said, like the LeBron Colin Sexton thing or Shaq and, a bag of Doritos at the end of his career.
But that's like me saying I'm mad at Keldon Johnson because the Spurs traded, Kawhi and they got Keldon back with that pick or something.
No. Because no. It was a change of direct. It was like, we are on the cusp. We've been making the playoffs. We need to either invest and bring in some high profile guys and really go all in right now, or go younger. And it was a paradigm shift in the direction of the franchise. It wasn't just like, let's see if this combination is better. It wasn't just a shake it up thing. It was like, well, let's reset.
Man, I'm gonna make y'all some shirts that say "Give Scoot a chance," man. Okay, that's all. Y'all need.
Hey, man, I wanna just transition real quick. We've been talking for a while, and we got a few more things on the NBA agenda. But hold on. I do want to talk the Battle of LA because everyone on this podcast except for Gitano knows the Clippers own Los Angeles, and they have, and they will continue to do so unless we're talking about the in-season Little League tournament.
All right, so let me say whatever I got to say real quick. All right, we haven't looked good since we won that, but again, we've won more championships and lost more championships than y'all have ever played.
Bro, will you stop with that? We're talking about now, man.
Yeah, we're talking now, bro.
What you did before is what you're gonna do later. And
so you're at home enjoying that bubble championship every night, huh? You just think about it. You sleep with that bubble championship. You know what I mean? Like,
you said the bubble championship. So, that counted? Y'all got a banner for that? We're in the AAU gym.
Bro, come on, man.
Listen, all right.
I thought the Heat won that year.
Something real quick. All right, real quick. Full disclosure, all right? I see this trophy right here. Yeah, that's my trophy because I done won my fantasy league 4 times, just like LeBron's 4 rings. But understand this.
He said just like LeBron's 4 rings.
All right, understand this real quick. Understand
Compare
this.
this fantasy
All
football to LeBron.
The Clippers have never won anything. How can this be their town?
They won the last time they played last night.
All right, no, the Lakers won. Okay, and LeBron dunked all over Paul George.
They won emotionally. They won the emotional battle, bro. Who cares what the score was?
All right, next. I don't.
Nah, bro. I see rappers on Twitter talking about how Clipper games are like way more live too. Like Laker games be all like whack and like somber, and Clipper games are like hype, man.
Bro.
They be playing hip hop music.
White.
Yeah.
Good.
Laker games
Good
are
for
too
them.
white.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them. All right. Can we talk about something that's relevant?
All right, next. You're talking too
Okay,
salty for this one.
Hey, two more quick hitters.
No,
for
we
the
gotta
NBA.
talk about Ja. We gotta talk ja, man.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Why you cutting me off? I'm saying 2 more quick hitters for the NBA. Just in. Ja Morant done. Injured his shoulder. Was he shooting too many paintballs at the range and a little backfire? You know how the shotgun gets you in the shoulder too. It's like ooh. So maybe he switched up from a handgun to a shotgun. And I don't. What? I mean, the Grizzlies.
Wow.
Like they were an outside chance to make it anyway. What you want to say about Ja, bro?
I didn't read the details, so I don't even know if it was like an in-game injury or was it just like he
I don't know either. I just heard shoulder out.
Yeah.
Torn labrum.
Yeah, that's
Torn
tough.
labrum. Right shoulder. I mean, he could never shoot anyway.
Well, here's what I'll say. He's about to learn the same lessons that Allen Iverson learned, and a handful of other smaller guards. Is that you are going to get beat up going in with reckless abandon like that, the way Ja plays. Now I understand he's fearless, and that's how. I mean, that's how he. It's cute, but that is not sustainable. I know it's not the 90s and 80s where people are fouling like they were, but you're still that hardwood is unforgiving, and he hits it way too often. And I mean, I never really liked the guy even before all of the things that happened like the last couple of years. Like I always thought he was just kind of a punk kid, and like I'm not gonna wish harm on him. But maybe this is karma. Maybe karma is catching up to the man.
It could be. JD, anything else on your boy?
It's just sad. You know what I mean? Like it's really sad for himself. You can press the button. Congratulations, you played yourself. You know what I mean? Now you done lost yourself a whole season, so no All NBA. So therefore, when you try to get your re-up, you know what I'm saying? There's some old money lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just sad that we don't get to watch him play. But I didn't like him either for the fact that you got your dad on the sideline trying to get into it with Uncle Shannon Sharp, and y'all just out here acting like some fools, like y'all don't got no damn common sense. Dancing and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like being behind the scenes, you the dad, you know what I mean? Like it's too much for me. You know what I mean? Like I respect Halliburton's dad, but just all that, like, be behind. You know what I mean? Be up in the suite. Yeah. I don't know. But you never saw Michael Jordan's dad or, just Magic Johnson,
too soon, bro. Too soon.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
I have a confession, though. If I was a professional athlete, that would be my dad. Now, I think he would be.
It would be my dad too, Junior.
Look, but here's the thing. Senior's a fun-loving guy, though. He just be at the games turned up, having a party. Like, he wouldn't be causing any ruckus, but my dad would be out there, and I'm not going to try and pretend like he wouldn't. Okay.
He'd be turned.
Yeah, you know, my dad had some beverages before he came into the game and some of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying, on the white paper. Okay, you know for a fact he came to the games lifted.
Makes them more enjoyable. Hey, last thing though, on the NBA, before we get to the better half of the basketball gender sides, Draymond's coming back, man. It's been 12 games. We were talking about my Golden State Warriors, and ew, that sounds gross to say.
You did though. You did.
Because on this show, y'all hate on them, and it's like they're still got Steph. I think Dre coming back couldn't be at a better time because it feels like Klay needs his emotional support animal with him, because that dude has been in a slump since Dre, and probably before since Dre left.
He's down bad. He's
got the case of the yips. You know what I'm saying? They have that for pitchers in baseball and gymnastics and shit. He's got the yips, bro. And I get it. On a smaller scale, I'm a streaker shooter too. Like, if I hit one, I'm going to hit 20. If I miss one, I'm going to miss 20. That's what volume shooter, you know? And once it gets in your head, it's tough.
You are really a streaky shooter.
Yeah, but when Chris, but we ride those hot streaks though, bro. Oh man,
Chris is as streaky as they came.
I remember one game I missed my first free throw and I was like laughing about it, and then I proceeded to go 0 for 10 from the free throw line, bruh, and also, one time made 93 out of 100 and for this contest. So it's all over the place. So what I'm saying is, I feel you, Klay. You're going to get your boy back. Hopefully that makes you feel better and you play better. And I think the Warriors are going to slide into top 6. Right now they're 12th. What do you guys think?
What you got, JD?
He said he missed 10 free throws in a row.
No, 0 for 10.
He's stuck on
section the whole game.
I don't care.
It was wild.
I was
laughing.
10
I was like,
free
it's not just going in.
Yeah, as a basketball player. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Shaq, yeah. And I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, okay.
They were pretty misses, bro. They were the
Chris,
best.
you ain't never missed a shot that you didn't like, okay? That's for sure.
I feel good, bro.
I don't care. Playing with you as long as, pass me the ball and just go to the corner, all right? Give me a ball screen. Give me a ball screen.
Wide open.
I really think that Klay is, you know what I'm saying? His steak is well done. And it's time to move on from him. But nobody wants to get rid of and break the band up. Nobody wants to be Yoko Ono and break up the Beatles. Everybody says that's what's happened, but that's not what happens. You know what I mean? So they don't want to break up the band, but it's time to break up and let Steph Curry and the Pips get on and try to win another chip.
Do you think Klay's time is done or Klay's time with the Warriors is done? Because I have a strong opinion on the first one.
I think he needs to figure out how to be coming off the bench 2.0 microwave Benny Johnson and come in and light their ass up. He has to be. He has to be Ginobili-ish. Okay, he's got to be able to figure out.
I think he should.
Coach.
It's time to transition to his
worst day. 10 years from now, he'll be Dennis Scott, and that dude was a starter on the NBA Finals team. You know what I'm saying? Stand in the corner and shoot threes. But Klay is more. He's more diverse than that. Every team is going to need a shooter with length and experience.
He needs to enter his JJ Redick phase of his career. Okay, that's what he needs to enter, where he's playing 20 to 25 minutes a game. Coming off the bench, and
bench? Why's it got to be the bench?
And because he, to your point, he is still a shooter, and so that second unit, he could really be a spark for. And you don't have to ask him to do as much either, right? So he comes in, he stands in the corner, you rely on him to hit open shots nowadays. I think he's got too much pressure on him with what he has to offer nowadays. He's not Klay of 6 years ago. Those days are gone. But he still has a lot of value to add. But back to Draymond, is there anybody else that just kind of wants to see him just come in and just headlock someone like the first game, bro? like,
bro, people are gonna be fucking with him so much.
Like, man, how funny would that be? He just comes in and it's just like, oh yeah, this dude is he never gonna change, man.
No, I think he'll be good. He'll be a good boy for 1 year, and then next year it's back to normal.
Man, you see him talking about Adam Silver. Adam Silver is best friend now, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, it was so funny, man.
I really
If
like
anything,
that.
Draymond knows how to get out of trouble. He has perpetually been in his trouble his
I like
whole
that.
life. I kind of have been too. So you're used to being able to schmooze a little bit and suck up where you need to, and brown nose and keep your enemies closer. He's got that brand to him.
Why do you like it though, JD?
Well, Junior, you like what I said. He's got to figure out. He has to become the JJ Redick. You got to come off the bench, and here is why. Nobody thought about this. It's because he's going to be playing against other bench players.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, they don't know how to guard, you know what I'm saying, a tier 1 level pyramid shooter.
Yeah, but he's getting paid. He's getting paid like the third best player on the team, and that's where the Warriors are going to be really. It's where it's going to be tough for them to overcome because their drafting hasn't been spectacular enough to bring that young talent in and overtake Klay and Draymond. But
Kuminga and Moody just got to play because you got to put.
Well, also
Klay
they're
Thompson
drafting 25 to 30 every year. You know,
it's true. It's true.
Hey,
except for Wiseman.
That's the worst pick.
Hey,
yeah. Okay. All right. What you got?
Hey, quick question: who wins in a game of 1-on-1? Klay Thompson or Caitlin Clark?
Woo!
Transition.
I gotta go with the Iowa sharpshooter. All right, she's hitting the buzzer
too
beater
quick?
step backs. Man,
she's like back and forth.
Hey.
Like she jumps around, man. Like
hey,
some
her
deep step back.
jab step
Is
is nasty. It's nasty.
Is she the best women's college player ever?
Nah, she ain't no Cheryl. She ain't no Cheryl Miller. Diana Taurasi.
Yeah, she ain't no Cheryl.
Tamika Catchings.
Say you don't even know. You know who she ain't know? Sabrina.
Tamika Holtzclaw.
Sabrina, I was gonna say, like, I already saw this, and Sabrina
is better than her. I mean, biasly, Caitlin Clark's Kobe, and she's Russell Westbrook. You know, but
Yeah.
Hey, how about
Clark's
this?
way
She
better.
got another
Sabrina,
year
nice.
of eligibility. She can come back for one
she's
more
a senior.
year. Nah, bro.
I thought she was a junior last year.
COVID year.
Bro.
Everybody got that COVID year.
Bro, they get 2-3 years.
Yeah.
She can come back for one more year.
She should too. I think NIL is making money.
Those LSU girls, yeah, and all those LSU girls were talking so much shit last year when she lost. She should win one this year and then go back.
She's
to
gonna take a
next year.
pay cut. She's gonna take a pay cut going
to go to the WNBA.
league.
Yeah, man, these
Might as well.
these
Might as well
NIL
get these
contracts.
NIL.
I'll say. What's
I
up?
was gonna say, you see where that the quarterback from USC, you see where he lives?
Yeah, bro, that
legally?
penthouse is wild. Yeah,
And,
I know.
and Reggie Bush
And Reggie Bush got his Heisman taken.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talk about
bro.
Caleb. Where's he live at?
at a penthouse.
Some penthouse downtown LA, like 20th floor, like just
Movie
go,
star
bro.
stuff.
Movie star stuff.
But what I'll say about
Not
Caitlin Clark
supposed to
though,
come to school.
Right?
nah, man, it ain't like that no more. Not for him, at least. But Caitlin Clark has the most exposure of any women's basketball player in history. I'll say, like you could. I'm talking about from like televised ESPN games. She's got like the most exposure, other than maybe like the UConn women's team throughout the years. Okay, UConn women's team, but that's a team. That's not a person, right? If we're talking individually,
if Paige Buchers never got hurt, she might have been there because she won the Player of the Year as a freshman, right?
she was. Yeah, she's good. No, she's good, but
you're probably right. But also think like every year there is more ways to consume content. Like every 5 years, 10 years, there's like you like even when Sabrina played, there was no TikTok.
Yeah.
Right? Like so now like there's just more avenues to see her play. And schedules are more flexible. I think that's just my take. But I saw her play last year before their playoff run, and bro, she's Kobe. She's the white Kobe. Like, fuck being a woman. She's the white Kobe. You know, like fearless and just gets buckets. JD, do you have a take or do you hate women's hoops?
She good.
Yeah.
She's good.
She is, and athletically, she's just different. She's literally built different. She has quickness that you don't typically see in the women's sport. She's literally built different. That's the best way to put it.
I really like her release point when she shoots.
It's wet. It's so quick. It's quick, and she's mobile, and she's the prototypical women's basketball player.
Hey, shoot or shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot or shoot, bro. Hey, speaking of people who are built different, once upon a time, Tiger Woods was built different. Now Nike's saying they don't want to be building nothing with him. After 27 years,
yeah,
calling it quits, parting,
going
different ways. JD, holler at us on the sports business front. I thought that was.
I mean, you got to win. You got to win. Bottom line, you got to win, right? I mean, you just got to win. I don't care how much you were winning 15 years ago. He hadn't won nothing,
You think
man.
it's that or it's
nothing.
reputation? You think it's that or his reputation?
Man, if he's still the best in the world, he's still repping Nike tomorrow, man. I'm sorry. Like their Nike golf sales had plummeted over the last I don't know, even 5-10 years. I mean, they were talking about like getting out of golf apparel altogether, man. And like, obviously there was a Tiger Woods effect that even got them hot into golf in the first place. It all comes back to winning.
Yeah, he opened the door and he damn near closed it.
Yeah.
Well, being that I am an avid golfer, I golf a lot, and being that I live in Portland, Oregon, and that Nike is here, I only wear Nike clothes when I golf. You ain't catching me with no Callaway clothes. You ain't catching me with no Titleist, no Ben Hogan, no Jack Nicklaus. All right, Walter Hagen. You ain't catching me in none of them outfits but Nike. And I'm confused because I don't know what is going on, because you pick a sport and you be like, all right, well, golf, that's Tiger Woods. Jordan, that's Nike. Like, you know what I mean? Like basketball, it's Jordan. What other brand? Like, it's so synonymous with the sport. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused on what's going on. You let Kobe Bryant walk away, so maybe we can get him back. That's what I'm guessing. They don't have the numbers, because how do you leave Nike, Tiger Woods? I don't get it. I'm confused.
JD,
talk to me.
Golf's changing. I mean, Live Golf threw a wrench in everything, and then they partnered. And then, all of this, it's changing, right? Golf is changing. Get
the bag.
They're trying to
get the bag.
They're trying to keep it alive too, because recreational golf has died in the last 2 decades. People aren't interested because it takes too long and it's too involved. It's too physical. The numbers have fallen off, so they're trying to find ways to keep people's interest with shorter attention spans. And so things are changing. And I want to say, whether or not Tiger Woods existed or not, I'd still be wearing Nike to go golf, bro. Any sport I'm playing, what the fuck else am I wearing? So
okay, see, okay,
yeah.
So what? Why are you hating? All right,
I'm not hating.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, buy up that Nike golf gear while you can, because I mean they might not be in the golf game forever. So.
You ain't going to be in the golf game forever. Hey, last thing. Let's wrap it up here. Katt Williams was on one. I think he spoke many truths. A lot of truth is said in jest. That's an Eminem lyric, but it's true. And I don't think he was speaking in jest. I think he was calling dudes out. I love seeing the clips pop up of people stealing jokes, and the internet keeps receipts, bro. What is your guys' take on the hot interview or conversation and drinks between Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams?
I'll just say, first of all, Katt Williams always been funny. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I mean, Katt Williams been funny, man. Like, he's always been funny. And when he's talking about people who aren't funny, I'm not saying they aren't funny. They aren't as funny as Katt Williams, man. And every time I turn on one of his specials, you know, I think to myself, like, is he still funny? And every time he's just funny, man. He really is.
You don't lose it.
He doesn't. And he actually changes. Innate. Yeah, and he adjusts more so with the changes in society as well. Like, you know, he talked about words that, you used to say them, but like you don't say them anymore. And you just adjust, and you still, if you funny, you adjust and you're funny, right? And I think that's who he is. And so that was my main
thing. Like Bill Belichick. We were talking about Bill Belichick couldn't adjust. Steve Harvey is Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
But you're right, Katt Williams. He said he's been in he's played 60 different roles in movies. Where Steve, because he can be a character, he can adapt and adjust. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, they can only be themselves as cameos. Like, they can't adapt. They're just, you know, maybe that's a narcissistic trait. Who knows? JD, what you got?
I really enjoyed the interview, and Katt Williams, when he came to Portland, he fucked with Portland. You feel me? He had Black Mannequin on. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was for the culture. And, I mean, he was just here this summer, his special. And my cousin, I didn't go, but, you know, like you said, Junior, he's been funny. He said it. I've had 12, you know what I'm saying, Netflix specials. You can't find a Cedric the Entertainer special on the internet.
It's not on Tubi, bro.
It's not even on Tubi.
He said it's not even on Tubi.
I'm saying, you know, like
if your shit's not on Tubi,
and when you just take those small things, you're like, man,
he's not wrong.
Like, he's got receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't putting me in a dress. Who is Tyler Perry put on? Like, all these things was like, I don't know anybody from Tyler Perry movies. And I'm black. All right. And I think it's great what but who are the people he's putting on? So, you know, Katt Williams, you know, I definitely fuck with him. And one of my favorite things was this shit right here. This shit called death. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a classic, bro.
I ain't
that's
got no
bit.
problem with no Afghanistans and insurgents. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's real. I don't got, like Muhammad Ali said, I ain't got no problem with no Viet Cong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no problem with these people. Like, that's real comedy, but it's real life. And that's what makes Katt, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't do no radio tour that he said. I go to the streets and they fuck with me. Right.
And he was dropping more sports references than I didn't know Katt was like a sports fan like that, but he was talking about like sports. He was bringing it back. I was surprised by that.
So I like what he said though. You know what I mean? He's got receipts. So does the internet. So we'll figure it out here soon enough. The Illuminati is real.
Yes, sir. Hey, and soon enough, we will be back for another episode. My gentlemen, appreciate you guys taking your Monday evenings on National Championship Night. Holler, have some conversation, and record it. And until next time, my guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Talk soon, y'all. One time.